You can catch me on the daily, chillin' on the porch. It's a light up like discussions. We wanna hear your voice. See, we all stand for something, a positive force. Tell a friend to bring a friend. Catch me chillin' on the porch.
Everything good, so we on the porch talking about gossip, talking about nonsense. How we gon' get that? Why we don't got this? Talking about goals that we wish to accomplish. Porch talk.
And it ain't over yet. Gonna get it off your chest. Never settle for less. Keep fighting through the storm. See, it's all a test. We all faced with the struggles. Just do your best.
Welcome to Porch Talk. Andrew Gardner here, representing Montgomery Community College. Look forward to talking about what we're looking to do in the community and all that we have to offer at the college.
Hi, I'm Cindy Taylor. Welcome to Porch Talk. And I am the host here on Porch Talk. You could be a host too. And I'm looking forward to all the great guests that will come to us out of our community.
Welcome to Porch Talk. My name is Sherry Allgood, Executive Director of Sand Hills Cooperation Association, where we are serving marginalized communities in Montgomery, Moore, Stanley, Randolph, and Richmond counties. Welcome to
our Porch Talk. All right. Welcome to Porch Talk. Thank you for tuning in. Today is our relaunch from 2011, and I am excited to be here today with two distinguished guests right out of Montgomery County. First, we're going to have Miss Sherry Allgood, the former mayor and the current executive director of Sand Hills Cooperation Association. Take it away.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. Once again, my name is Sherry Allgood, and I am the Executive Director of Sand Hills Cooperation Association, where our headquarters is here in the town of Troy, North Carolina, on North Main Street. And we just recently, we will be launching our Innovative Action Center, which will be opening November the 1st. And this will be a hub for entrepreneurs and small business owners, those who are wanting to start a new business, or those who have existing business and they may need space in order to work out of. And it also will be a meeting area as well. But currently, we have 5 different counties that we serve. We serve Montgomery County, Moore County, Stanley County, as well as Randolph and Richmond County. And within all of those counties, we have core team members. Except in Moore County, we have 3 core team members, but the rest of them, we do have 1. And each one of our core team members are very much community oriented. So they do a lot of work in their communities that they serve, which is focused on marginalized communities. And so we have different things such as financial literacy programs, as well as teen youth leadership programs. We also have a community garden, right? And we have a mushroom grow room that we're currently working on as well over in Richmond County. And so once again, like the core team members, they work endlessly within their communities. But the main thing is just making sure that they know that there are available resources for them, so that they're able to go over any barriers, that climb over any barrier, bust through it, any barriers that may be existing, as well as show others in the community that look, there's so many different opportunities that we're able to take not authority, but take possession of and take advantage of, that we don't have to remain marginalized. We don't have to remain in a disadvantaged state. So that's what we are with Sand Hills Cooperation Association.
Very good. That is who we are. I'm also part of Sand Hills Cooperation Association. I am the community program manager, and I'm excited about the work that we get to do in all these different counties. And I'm looking forward to growing that work so that every community in every city in every county that we touch will understand their importance. So that's who we are, and I want you to keep tuning in and visit us downtown so that you can get a closer look at what we do. as SEA. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that. And our other distinguished guest is right here in Troy as well. It's at the Montgomery Community College, Mr. Andrew Gardner. Take it away.
Thank you. I don't know about distinguished, but thank you for the honor. So Andrew Gardner, Dean of Continuing Education at Montgomery Community College. I have the privilege of working with an outstanding team and great partners in the community. We are housed primarily at the Workforce Development Center on our campus, where we oversee the NC Works Career Center and the WIOA program. That stands for Workforce Innovation Opportunity Act. And what we do is we help empower people through financial and mentorship, financial support and mentorship to get them into educational programs, help them with employment opportunities. And we also help individuals with small businesses, so we're really excited about the collaboration we're going to have with you all, SCA, and getting out to the community, because there's so many barriers and everybody's trying to help individuals out. And so the more we work together and collaborate, the more we can empower and help these communities take off. We have so many resources at the college, whether it's our people or finances, and we just need to leverage all that so we can help people out.
That's it. That's how you grow community, and that's how communities become empowered to make the prosperity that should be individual, family, and community-wide. Matter of fact, that's what makes up states and nations. So let's do it. Thank you guys for coming today. We really appreciate you. Really appreciate having you.
I appreciate it, and I know this will be the first of many.
Okay, so let's all take. Welcome to Porch Talk. Welcome to Porch Talk, and thank you for tuning in. Today we are still in Montgomery County, and this time we coming to you by way of community. So I have with me today as my beautiful guest, Miss Janie Benson, who is the core team member of Sand Hills Cooperation Association, and she does her community work in Montgomery County. Welcome, Janie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Cindy. How are everybody?
So let's tell us a little bit about yourself, how you come to be a part of SCA, and what you endeavor to do for your community.
Well, first of all, my name is
everybody
Janie
for showing love for this
Miller
project right here
Vincent.
as a main thing.
I am
Like
a
you
member
see,
of
you know what I mean? It's a
SCA,
ride
which
from
is
one
Sand Hills
all the way to the
Cooperation
last track on the album.
Association.
But this
I
next
came
joint
by
goes out
this
to
by
my brother
way
Lee
of
Thomas, man. Rest in
God.
peace. You know what I'm
There
saying?
was a
We sure
door
you
that
gave
was
us this
open. I
inspiration.
retired in March
This is the joint
of
right
this
here.
year.
Man, Shred did for you,
And
man.
after
We
my
miss you. We
retirement,
love
I
you.
thought I was just
One
going to
love,
be able
homie. I know you
to
looking
sit back
over us
for a
right
little
now.
while and just, do nothing. But it didn't happen that way. A door was open for me, and SCA was that door. And in that, I had a vision some years ago about my community as far as a feeding program, and really it was based in my heart and in my mind as coming out of the church. So the name of my initiative is Opening the Doors of the Church for the Community, and it's a feeding program, doing plate lunches to feed anybody, not just seniors, but anybody, because we know that there is a need for feeding for adults, older adults, children, middle age, anybody, regardless of race, creed, color, sex, or national origin. But being in a community, I look back at my community as growing up in the Mount Gilead community, and now that I am 62 years old, I thank the Lord because I am able to look back and actually be able to help to do something and to give back to my community of the Mount Gilead, not only the Mount Gilead community, but God has broadened my spectrum to Bisco community, the Weavertown community of Bisco, to Brutonville, Peabody, and thank God for Covington Missionary Baptist Church, who just jumped right aboard through with Pastor Bennett and Miss Troublefield. They jumped right in. Pastor Allgood and co-pastor Allgood, they jumped right in, and the ones over in the Bisco, Weavertown community, and also Miss Navon Moore over in the Brutonville community, and I thank the Lord for them. And with the help of God, we're going to make this a success. in feeding. Our initial feeding will be November the 7th at 3 o'clock p.m. out of the Highland Community Center right there in Mount Gilead, North Carolina. So we're just inviting you after church that if you have nothing to do and you would like to just come out and fellowship and mingle with people in the community that come out to eat after church services, we'd be more than happy to have you. We're going to feed you naturally, but then we want to have somebody there to give you inspirational words spiritually. So that's what I'm about.
Sounds great, Janie. So how long have you been working on this initiative?
I started working with SCA in April of this year, and I started working on this initiative roughly end of May, June. But since COVID, it was a couple of little setbacks for COVID. But now, it's looked like everything is beginning to come into fruition.
That's awesome. So what I'm hearing is, so you're going to start this initiative on November the 7th, and you're going to begin it with the Mount Gilead. Or where in Mount Gilead are you going to do your first feeding?
It'll be out of the Highland Community Center, and it will consist of, it's just going to be something simple as soup and sandwiches. But it's just something to start to get the people out and get them started, to get them used to coming out to a setting. We'll also do soup and sandwiches to go in case people don't want to sit down or be in a sit-down setting. I can understand how that is now with the COVID still being a little bit still up on the uprise. So we're trying to accommodate in any way that we can because we're here for the community.
So not only are the church people invited, people that actually go to church, but you are focusing on people in your community, right?
I'm focusing on people in my community. It doesn't matter whether you go to church or don't go to church. You're welcome to come out and get something to eat.
I think that is a great opportunity,
yes,
even for the church, to actually be visible in the community and outside of the sanctuary. So that sounds really good. Now, what do you hope? Okay, so you're starting this initiative with feeding. How many times a week are you feeding?
Well, we started off with looking at the first feeding on November the 7th, and then depending on what the outpouring of and how many people can actually turn out, whether it be once a week out of Highland, and then we'll move it over to the Weavertown community, then we'll move it over to the Brutonville community, or we'll move it to Covington Missionary Baptist Church here in Troy, the Peabody community. It will starting off will be like once, but we want to move it up to maybe twice a week, and as it grows, we grow.
Right. So you also have True Worship Ministries on board too, right?
Yes, we do.
Because they get a lot of foot traffic of
Yes.
people that they serve people in the community to do clothes, and they actually have non-perishable foods that they also give to people in the community. So it sounds like to me you've got a really good outpouring of help already.
Yes, I do.
Already,
Thank God for
right.
that. Thank the Lord for that.
Yes, so you mentioned Covington and Highland and Weavertown, True Worship Ministries, and Brutonville, and that's a pretty good cover for Montgomery County.
Right.
So you had talked with me earlier about even looking beyond feeding twice. So what is your long-term goal for this initiative?
My long-term goal would be to open up a community table. That is my long-term goal. I'm looking at community tables because as I look in Stanley County has a community table right there in Albemarle, and they also have one that I know of and I work out of at least 4 times out of the year in Norwood. And then when I look at my community, we don't have a community table where we have something where everybody can come and get meals. But the ones in Stanley County, they're open 5 days a week.
So it's very, very possible that Montgomery County will be looking at a 5-day-a-week feeding for communities of people that would not otherwise have that food.
Right, right.
Good hot meals.
Good hot meals.
Oh, that sounds good.
Good hot meals. Nutritious meals also. Let me add that. Nutritious meals.
Yes, definitely that.
Yes.
I happen to know that Sand Hills Corporation Association, we actually campaign and push for people eating healthy, to help them to handle these underlying conditions that they have. We think that food has a big play in that. So it's good to have you on the team of Sand Hills Cooperation Association.
Glad to be here.
Yes.
Glad to be a part of it.
Yes. So you guys heard it first on the porch, right? So do not hesitate to get in touch with Miss Vincent. You can reach her. She will. We have an office right downtown, 348 North Main Street, Troy, North Carolina. And if you just call 910-573-9030 and leave a message for her, we'll be sure and get it to her. She's looking for the help in the community. You can't build a community by yourself, and she's not trying to do it by herself, people. So if you have a heart for the work that she is presenting in this community, please reach out and let her know you're there. Okay?
Yes,
Sounds
please
great.
do. Please do. Please do. I am soliciting for volunteers. I am really soliciting for volunteers, people that would come out and even help to cook, help to pack up meals, to move them to Peabody community, to the Weaver community, and the Brookville community. So I'm looking for some drivers also, volunteer drivers. So if you're interested, if this seems like it would be something that you would be interested in doing, if the Lord even lays it upon your heart to be a part of it, please contact us at Sand Hills Cooperation Association. Please, please, please. Thank you.
So, Janie, I'm sure somebody's probably thinking right about now, well, where she get the money to do all of that? So how are you funded so far?
So far, I am funded through Sand Hills Cooperation Association. That too within itself is a blessing. But we will take donations. If any churches would like to donate any amount towards the feeding, towards the purchase of the food, we're more than happy, willing, and able to take it. We would appreciate it. We would love to have as many churches as it is right in the Mount Gilead area, period. If you would just donate, if you could see it in your heart to donate $50 or $100 and donate your time and your effort, we as a community, we will begin to move and evolve into a much bigger thing. But we have to learn to work together, to come together, to reason together, to just sit down and work together to get it done. It's not a one-man band, it's all of us working together.
That sounds good. Sounds good. So that sounded like a call to action.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded like a call to action to me. So you can't say that you haven't been invited. So now that you have the invitation to work in your community, I am sure that though this dream was voiced by Janie, I am sure there's many others out there who would love to be a part of what she's doing and may even have some initiatives of your own. So as last week we talked to Miss Sherry Allgood, who is the executive director of Sand Hills Cooperation Association. So I want to I asked her to come again so that she can continue to explain who we are and how the community can benefit from our presence here and what our core team members are doing in these counties. So help me welcome Miss Sherry Allgood.
Thank you. Sherry Allgood once again. Glad to be here again this Wednesday.
I'm gonna wear out.
We're still doing what we do. We have this wonderful core team member here in Montgomery County, and we have others that also serve with us. One out of Stanley County, we have 3 in Moore County, and we also have 1 in Randolph County and 1 in Richmond County. And all of our core team members serve their communities, and our focus is marginalized communities. So we look at the distressed communities, economically distressed, those communities that have been underserved, under-resourced, and so we look and focus in those communities to try to bring what is needed. So we're not trying to take something to them that we have invented, but what we're doing is we are getting the community to actually do these projects like Miss Janie Vincent is doing. They come up with the projects based upon what they see their community needs, and then they bring it to well, not even bring it. They just do it, and then the SCA supports it. But they are a part of SCA, and so they know that whatever it is that they come up with, that we are here as an administrative team to help undergird those visions and undergird what it is that they are wanting to accomplish. Now that's the core team members. Now what we have currently did on Main Street, North Main Street in Troy, is our Innovative Action Center. And this Innovative Action Center, it will be opening really soon. As a matter of fact, it is open already, but it will be a workspace. It is a workspace. It's a space where those new entrepreneurs, aspiring businesses, or existing businesses, if you need a work area, if you need a place where you can just come and just, and have your own desk, you have the amenities such as Wi-Fi, you have printer capabilities. You also have a coffee bar that you can get your cappuccino and your espresso and your coffee, and all of that is free with snacks as well. And you come in for a small fee, and you're able to reserve it for half a day, for full day, for weekly, or for monthly. And so that is available. We also are able to convert that same space, because everything is mobile there, to into a meeting spot as well. Right now, currently, we can sit up to 40 people, but we'll be able to expand that later on according to the need of the community. So we're excited about that space, and that's just only the beginning, because the real vision is to spread those same spaces into our marginalized communities, so that they can be right there, the community, if they have business ideas or they just need a space to work, that they're able to come within their community and not have to drive and commute outside in order for to make that happen.
Yes.
So that's where we are.
That is an exciting work.
It is.
And I can personally say that Ms. Allgood has been working very diligently to put that space together, and you should come by and see it. It's at 346 North Main Street here in Troy, North Carolina. I just want to leave a word of encouragement with our communities. What you see SCA is doing with community members is an invitation to you to get involved. We are not a standalone. As a matter of fact, the whole essence of SCA is built on unifying communities. It was founded from 5 different communities. We came together, and it's been spreading, and it's beautiful. So come join us. Thank you for tuning in.